So Spider-Man 2's out and the swinging's fun, the fighting's fun, but I think one of the best things about this game is how customizable it is. And we thought it'd be fun to rank the suits in this game from best to worst.
You're right, the best part of Spider-Man is in fact dressing up.
Yeah. And I'm going to come through with some of the comic book know-how knowledge of where all the suits come from.
Good,
Oh,
because
sounds so fun.
I fully admit, I know nothing. I'm just here for the cool suits and the cool swinging.
I know way too much.
You've told me so much already.
Get ready for some actuallys.
My favourite costume for Peter Parker is this Secret Wars Civil War suit Spider-Man costume. Let me show you why. Look, watch. Let me rotate. What's he wearing there? He's wearing a little backpack.
Sorry, can you get a commotion for the forearms just out in front?
Yeah, bare forearms, probably the worst suntan you'll ever get wearing this suit.
Yeah,
But
man.
this backpack, I mean, this is really important. Why is it important? Watch this. Let me go into it. I'll show you. I'm doing the jump. I'm doing the swing. Oh, backpack, not much. What do you got in there? Tamagotchis? No, press triangle, look.
Oh,
Wings
that's
come
kinda
out. I think it's
sick.
the only suit in this game that has a different wing glider. The rest of them are like
Yeah.
hairy armpit webs, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
I
What's
will
the-
say,
Yeah.
I'm getting it. It's a little, for me, a little too close to a Call of Duty cosplayer with a Spider-Man suit underneath,
Hey.
and I can't shake that.
That's fair, to be honest.
Yeah, and look, I think that's a fair description.
Thank you.
Because this is from the Secret Wars comics, where it's like an alternate timeline in the future, and Captain America. It's after Civil War. Civil War hadn't gone well, where Captain America and Iron Man were arguing about stuff. Anyway, Spider-Man is
Some stuff.
some stuff. The Superhero Registration Act. Spider-Man is Captain America's second in command, so he's practically the Falcon, which is why he's got the wings.
I was going to
so the
say
wings come
that.
from-
So I think
okay.
Falcon gave him some tech to be like, Cap's second in command.
All right, we're showing you the best Peter Parker costume. Now it's time for the worst. This is a bit of a hot take, but I hate the Spider-Man 2099 black suit.
I think that's going to make a lot of people upset.
Yeah,
It's
good. I don't
so
care.
shiny.
I really don't. Look, it's not only the shiny lycra. It reminds me of cyclists on the road.
Yes. or cling wrap. So cling film you put on books in
Yeah,
the school
but
year.
Oh,
I
yes.
just don't like how they've reappropriated the spider into a skull motif. It's giving me like new metal vibes. He's not cool. He's got talons.
He is the pinnacle of 90s comics, though. So, like, once again, you've hit the nail on the head.
Yeah, 90s comic.
It is-
Look at this guy.
Oh,
Well, he's self-conscious. He's covering the skull. He heard what you were saying, and now he's covering the skull.
Don't look at
he's-
me.
This is like him in his coffin as he knows he's like committing a fashion death.
Yeah.
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 I'm also, is it supposed to, again, this is me showing my lack of knowledge here, is it supposed to be in a similar style to,
No, this is straight...
Wait, what is?
I couldn't think of his name, so I used the audio from Into the Spider-Verse.
That's
okay.
Spider-Man. No. This is just a straight-up comic
okay, that's
version
me.
of it.
I'll cop
Otherwise,
to
he'd
that.
be a lot more like a nondescript
Well,
corn chip.
that's what makes it, explain to me, what makes it quintessentially 90s?
Well, I think the fact that he's shiny, everything was shiny in the 90s in the comics.
Lycra.
The skulls, all the pointy bits. And he came out of a period of Marvel where they were just trying to make as much money as they can, where they were just like pumping money into all these like, let's do something set in the future, let's do something set in the past.
Okay, personally, I can't believe you've offended Miguel like this. Let me get Miles's suits up. So, my favorite one, and like some are going to say it's probably like a boring choice, but I personally love the 2020 suit.
Oh,
That's
no,
not
yeah.
a boring
No.
choice.
I said that to a mate of mine. They were like, "Oh, that's so like you know like the cool ones with like the Venom suits." No, I love this. I love cyberpunk stuff, and this is the quintessential cyberpunk aesthetic.
Yeah.
If I looked like this in 2020, I would have had a better time. I love it. I think it's beautiful. I don't think it adds anything particularly different to like combat or anything. Does it?
No.
No.
But I reckon the red jacket is like a bit of an Akira vibe.
Oh, massive
But
Akira
also,
vibes.
turn it around to the shoulder. Look on his shoulder. No, the other one.
Which one? Which one?
The other shoulder. Yeah. Stop.
Oh!
It's a little S.
I also, I just realised he's got like a full digital. Is that like?
Yeah.
Is there a digital back as well?
No,
Where'd he
down a
go?
bit, down a bit.
I found him.
There he is.
Oh, wow.
That's an action shot.
This
That's
is-
an action shot.
Oh, look at that. I'm sorry.
Do you want to just zoom into that shoulder on the other side? Well, let's have a look at that S.
That's Stussy.
Yeah.
There it is.
Zoom in.
That's a perfect
Oh,
action
too
shot
far.
for a nondescript sneaker, don't you think?
It is.
Yeah, you got Michael Jordan with you
Yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah.
but this is.
Well, there's a nondescript sneaker company is the only real store in this game.
Oh.
I can't say the brand.
But
Right,
there
right,
is
right,
a
right.
nondescript branding.
Look at speaking of nondescript, he's got his
He's
own
got-
headphones.
Yeah.
Miles Studio.
Does he own a
That's
company
sick. I
in
guess-
2020?
I
Can
guess
you show the
so.
helmet? Give the deets on the helmet.
Yeah, look at
just
that.
swing Around. Now, do you know what this kind of reminds me of? Is Into the Spider-Verse, the Penny.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah, yeah,
Penny
yeah.
Parker.
Spider-Bot.
Yes, yes.
Isn't that right?
Yeah,
The same vibe?
100%.
Is that in the
100%.
same? That those aren't connected in any way.
No.
Oh my gosh.
but
okay,
similar vibe.
picture it though. Full anime cyberpunk aesthetic with Penny Parker and Miles 2020 suit. I would buy that.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah,
so
sick.
good.
And
Is
I
it-
want that.
Is this based in a comic?
Sort of. Comics do this thing where they do variant covers, where it's the same comic on the inside, but they do a bunch of different covers, so collectors buy more copies of the same issue.
Right.
And that was a variant cover for issue 13
Okay.
by an artist called Raza Murdoch. So
I
yeah,
do find it
sort
funny.
of from a comic, but not really.
But going for what I would buy to what I definitely wouldn't buy, the Dark Ages suit.
Oh.
It is too slimy. He looks like he's been dipped in Vaseline and reminds me a little too much of Spawn.
Yeah,
Which I
can see
personally
that.
hate.
Got the
Yeah.
Spawn vibe. I love how he's got the whole like Count Dracula collar, but still rocking sneakers.
Yeah, like he went from cool to actually. You know what it looks like?
Just-
It looks like the inside of a Venus flytrap.
Yeah,
Yes.
That's what the
but
heck
Yes.
looks
the
like.
sneaker, like pick a lane, dude.
Oh, the bright red one is even
Yeah.
worse.
So
Oh, that orange one slaps though. I don't mind that.
That one's fine. I like the cool effects on the like the eyes with the orange.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But this is horrendous. This looks like a Party City costume, and this is just looks like meat.
Well, the white one also, the wrinkles around the knees.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, you
true.
can really-
What's
Yeah.
okay? I got. What's the deal?
What's
Explain.
the deal? Yeah, so this is from the Dark Ages comic where I think it was an alternate reality. Could be wrong on that one, but all of the world loses all of its electricity, so it goes into a dark age. But he fuses with both Venom and Carnage at the same time.
Oh,
so
that's
in
why
the
it's like-
comic, yeah.
Oh.
But in the comic, he had like a Venom mouth. I'm pretty sure, but he also had like 6 arms.
And basketball shoes.
And
See,
basketball shoes,
that
yeah.
would be sick if you gave 6 arms to this costume and like a sick like Venom mouth.
Wait, I'm
I
wrong.
think I'd like it.
I'm wrong. It,
Oh,
was,
you made
it
it-
wasn't this
oh,
one with
okay.
6
Oh,
arms.
you're
no.
lying.
Yeah. He
What?
looked like that, but he didn't have 6 arms. That was a different costume. I
What
think I got it wrong.
6-armed costume was that?
That was the absolute Carnage one.
Sam checking his notes.
6 arms. Spiders
Yeah.
have how many legs?
8.
There's something factually wrong with this.
What about his actual legs? That makes 8.
Oh, so we had
I will
2
have-
legs and 6 arms.
That feels like they cheaped out on the other
yeah,
ones.
so that makes 8 limbs.
8 limbs. Why do spiders have 8 legs?
Spiders have 8 limbs.
Can you imagine if he had 8 legs? That would rip. Him just walking like, Spider-Man, Spider-Man. All right, Sam, we clearly don't have a lot of Marvel knowledge, but we know what you like. It's time to test you on your Marvel knowledge. So I'm going to pick
Give it to me.
random costumes and
Yep.
you give us the lowdown. All right,
Yep.
first one is
And we will
going
judge
to
you based on your
be
answer.
This one, classic suit.
So it might look like a classic suit. It's his first appearance from the costume, but
Actually.
just you wait. If you open up the different styles, Harry,
Yes?
appreciate that. The second one with the inverted colors.
Yes.
That's from that's the Amazing Webman, which was like not a clone of Spider-Man, but like a copy of Spider-Man with all his traits inverted, made by Doctor Doom in 1971
Hold up.
or something.
All his traits inverted. What do you mean by that? So
Explain.
obviously when he
So
does
it's-
that, he shoots spiders out of his body.
No, that's not a trait. Like his humanity. He feels like he has to do the right thing all the time. He's got too much responsibility. Webman is the opposite.
No,
He's
my
a bad
trait.
guy.
He's got no
Traits,
responsibility.
I feel like instead of like climbing up walls, it's all
Nah.
slick and yucky. He's like, he's always like he goes up
He's
to the wall.
slipping down walls.
Inverse traits. Good. Like he's got
No.
oily fingers all the time.
Oh,
Yeah,
inverse.
Inverse
boy.
trait. You should have said inverse personality.
Sorry,
trait.
inverse personality trait.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Sorry.
So instead of spider
Instead of a
sense,
good guy, he's a
knowing
bad guy.
When something comes, like he'll like just head.
He's
Yeah.
completely oblivious to everything.
That one where it's red and black
This
that
one,
you were
yes.
just on, yeah. That's taking the color scheme from his very first appearance in Amazing Fantasy 15, where Steve Ditko kind of gave him, it was a little bit darker in the blue. Instead of it being like a bright blue, it was a little bit darker with the way that he drew it.
White insignia. What's up with the white insignia?
So I think that one's trying to be like the Insomniac suit. but with the classic.
Of course, with the white. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
clever. Yeah,
It is clever.
What about the Wolverine one?
Oh, that's
What's up with
Yes.
that, man?
awesome.
So this is from What If Miles Was the Avengers? So it was a mini series where Miles was a different Avenger in every single issue, and obviously this one is Wolverine. So he kind of had like that orange color in the comic, but then all the variants are like different versions of Wolverine. He had like a brown costume for a while. That's his X-Force costume. We've got the classic yellow and blue one. But this one's kind of cool because Insomniac are working on a Wolverine game.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
So I feel like
Wolverine?
this is a nice little nod to
Yeah,
that
yeah.
in some way.
Okay, you'll never get this then. What about this Kumo suit?
What is happening? I'm
This
getting
Kumo suit
Spider's Man
rolls.
vibes.
Do you know
So
this? It just looks like back tattoo, like Yakuza style.
I know, it's sick. So this one isn't out of the comic directly, but it's by a Marvel artist called Peach Momoko, who's a Japanese artist, and she does a series called Demon Days where she blends like Japanese folklore with modern day Marvel superheroes.
That's
so this is an
sick.
original design by her for this game. I'm sure it'll appear in a comic book at a later date.
Has to. Look
But-
out, yeah, the demon Oni mask with the multiple eyes. This back tattoo looks like a spider.
It is. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
amazing. I really like how like the pincers and the mask kind of curl into look like a spider's fangs.
Let me stump you with this one. Great responsibility suit.
So you think you'd stump me, but you're not. You know how in the movie, Miles goes and gets that like Halloween costume
Yes.
and puts it on? It's the exact same thing in the comics. So this is what he does in the Ultimate Comics universe where he gets bitten by a spider, he wants to save Peter, because Peter dies in Ultimate Comics. Spoiler, sorry.
Angry
so
mob.
he goes and grabs a Halloween costume, chucks some pads on it to protect his
He went
his
to Party
elbows and
City.
knees. But with the variants, we've kind of gotten like a Venom looking black and white one. One in Miles, his more like, classic colors.
Yeah.
This
Scarlet-
does look
Scarlet
like
Spider over there.
a PJ onesie. Okay,
Let's stump him with a Miles one.
I'm gonna get you with this one. Why does it look like Assassin's Creed?
Yeah, you might think it's Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed is hot at the moment, I think.
All right.
But this is a Shadow Spider, which is from the Champions comic, where the Champions are like a team of like younger heroes. Ms. Marvel's on that team. The Vision's daughter. It's a whole bunch of them. But they go to medieval times, and he becomes like a rogue.
I thought you meant like the brand medieval
Wait, how do they go
times.
to medieval times? How do you?
I don't
got
know.
time
It's just
travel?
set.
It's like
just
time
set
travel.
in-
It's, no, it's
oh,
like
no,
time
they go
travel.
into.
So he becomes like a rogue. The Shadow Spider, so that's his suit for that.
He does look like someone who's just started playing D&D and plays like the
Yeah,
most edgiest
really
rogue
love it.
This
character.
is a Baldur's Gate crossover.
Oh, well, now you've got me.
I roll for web swing.
I was worried for a second. Okay.
My perception check.
My perception is my spidey senses.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I feel like we didn't do the best job of stumping you.
No.
Oh, master of the comic.
Marvel
No.
Master.
Marvel master.
Any of these suits, you give it to me and I know where it's from.
All right. here
Random,
we
go.
All right. Strike suit.
And that's an original design for the game, and I
Okay,
can't remember
no.
the artist's name.
Doesn't count.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Agent of Shields.
Variant cover. He was never an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., but his dad in the Ultimate Comics was an undercover S.H.I.E.L.D. agent.
Damn it. Okay.
What is going on?
Crimson Cowl.
That's an original design for the game, but the Crimson Cowl is like a villain in the Marvel Universe.
All
Ultron.
right. A guy with the curly
it.
Q on his head.
King in Black. This one
It's
relates
so ugly.
relates to the game. So once again, it was a variant cover, but that spiral is from the King in Black series,
King, what are
where
you saying? King in Black.
King in Black.
Okay.
Null is the king of the symbiotes.
Right.
And this one is like a bit of a spoiler for the game. So maybe just jump ahead 5-10 seconds. But there's a meteorite in the game with that spiral on it, which is Null, who created all the symbiotes, sent them all out. He was banished to the middle of a planet when he fought Thor like millions of years ago, and then Eddie Brock, Venom, like accidentally released him, and then he took over the world, and then the heroes saved everyone.
Okay. Last one. 10th anniversary suit. Go.
So that celebrated the 10 years of Miles, obviously. But this is his new costume in the comics. So they kind of replaced the old one that we know with that big sort of triangle. This is his new costume. It premiered in issue 30 of Miles Morales Spider-Man, I think.
I actually really did think we could stump you on a few of those.
No.
But you did your research.
Yep.
You showed us up yet again. Congratulations / condolences.
Yeah, thanks, I think.
You're so welcome.
If you want to know where any of the costumes are from, let us know in the comments down below, and I'll tell you.
In real time.
In real time.
If he's wrong about anything in this video, let him know very politely.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me know in the
Gently.
comments, and I'll go home, do more homework.
Yeah.
Cry about it.